Today's topic is optimum capital structure. Every company wishes to have an optimum or most appropriate capital structure. The basic purpose of capital structure decision is to maximize the value of the firm or the shareholders' wealth. The capital structure which maximizes the value of the firm is known as optimum capital structure. The optimum capital structure simply refers to the best and most economical capital structure. It is a mix of debt and equity that maximizes the value of the company and minimizes the cost of capital. In the words of Ezra, optimum leverage is a mix of debt and equity which will maximizes the market value of the company and minimizes the overall cost of capital. So, optimum capital structure can be known as a perfect balance of debt and equity. When a company uses more debt, the overall cost of capital will be less. This will lead to higher return to the shareholders. This will in turn lead to higher market value of the share. But the equity shareholders will have to suffer for a larger risk. On the other hand, when the company uses less debt, the overall cost of capital will be high. This will lead to lower return to the equity shareholders. This will in turn lead to lower market value of the shares. But equity shareholders will have to bear lower risk compared to the company which uses more debt. Therefore, there should be a perfect balance between debt and equity, that is trade-off between risk and return. The optimum capital structure is one which strikes the balance between the risk and return and enhances the price of the share or increases the market value of the share is known as optimum capital structure. So the optimum capital structure is determined by taking into consideration the financial leverage, cost of capital and value of the firm. The relationship between financial leverage, that is debt and equity ratio, cost of capital and value of the firm is shown in this graph. Here we can see an optimal point, an intersection point where the debt equity ratio is shown and the cost of capital where the cost of capital is at its lowest and the value of the firm is at its highest is the point where optimum capital structure occurs. That is the intersection point where there is actual optimum capital structure is there. It is a debt and equity ratio where cost of debt is at its lower and the value of the firm is at its highest is known as optimum capital structure. Next is essentials of capital structure. First one is clarity of the objective. The capital structure of the company should be guided by clear-cut objectives. The objective can be to maximize the wealth of the shareholders. Next one is balance. There should be a perfect balance between different types of securities, that is ownership and creditorship. Ownership include equities and preference and creditorship include debentures and bond. There should be a perfect balance between two. Then economy. The capital structure should ensure minimum cost of issue and financing. The financial risk should be at its minimum. Next one is illiquidity and solvency. While designing the capital structure, weightage should be given to liquidity and solvency of the company. If debt creates an issue in the solvency of the company, it should be avoided. Next is flexibility. Flexibility is that the company should be possible to raise funds when they required and to repay them when they are not required. That is flexibility. Then simplicity. A capital structure should be defined clearly, the right attached to each class of security. It should be easy to understand as well as simple to operate. Next is maximum return. The capital structure should be such that it provides maximum return to equity shareholders who are the real owners of the company. Next is maximum control. Equity shareholders have the control over the affairs of the company. Preference shareholders and debentures have limited control. Therefore, the capital structure should be designed as to preserve the control of the company's management in the hands of existing shareholders. Next is balanced leverage. An optimum capital structure attempt to give a balanced leverage by issuing all classes of securities. Shares are issued when the rate of capitalization is high, while debentures are issued when the rate of interest is low. So these are the essentials for optimum capital structure. Next is pattern or forms of capital structure. As you know, there cannot be any ideal pattern for the capital structure for all the company. We have already seen the capital structures depend on various factors, which are internal factors and external factors. However, in case of a new company, the capital structure may be in a following four patterns. These are the basic pattern which is followed in the capital structure. Other than these four, there is no capital structure pattern. First one is one of the pattern is equity shares only. Next is equity plus preference. Next is equity shares and debentures, and the fourth one is equity shares, preference shares, and the debentures. These are the four patterns usually followed by the company in the capital structure.